bitch, I'm really icy, really icy. Pooh Shiesty, that's my dog. But Pooh, you know I'm really shiesty.
So you more likely heard the news already about what's been happening, and yes, it's true that Winnie the Pooh will be facing a prison sentence of 56 years in the Qingqin prison in Beijing, China for impersonation of the great leader Xi Jinping, making him tonight's biggest loser. But the other news that's been circulating as of recently is that the other Pooh, also known as the Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty, will be facing up to life in prison for conspiracy to drug trafficking and armed robbery that happened back in October of 2020, alongside an armed assault charge in a club that led to a security guard getting shot in the ass. Or was it the ankle? So who got shot in the ass? Oh yeah, it was the guy who was robbing for his jewelry in Miami, right? Ha! Must have slipped my mind. But yeah, basically the upcoming rapper Pooh Shiesty is in some really deep shit due to his own ignorance and just sheer bad luck. Well, Alexa, play Back in Blood real quick.
Pooh Shiesty, that's my dog.
So as I've stated before, the South Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty, who gained stardom from his collaboration with Chicago superstar rapper Lil Durk on the track Back in Blood, is now in some deep shit because of his antics he got into within the past 2 years, all while gaining mass fame and notoriety as a rapper. And with his trial coming up on October 25th, this might just be the end of the upcoming rapper as he's facing 20 to life in prison for multiple assault charges and a robbery charge that occurred previously. So let's go back to October 2020 in Miami, Florida. Your boy Shiesty was going to a hotel to purchase some sneakers and gas from a dude, but lo and behold, Shiesty was actually plotting on robbing dude from the start, pulling out guns and forcing the sellers to give up their valuables just for him to shoot one of the guys in the ass and then speed off in his McLaren with $40,000 in a duffel bag dropping out of his car while he speeds off.
What?
You're probably wondering what the 40k has to do with anything. Well, let's flashback even further to Pooh Shiesty at the club in Miami for a performance until he drops around 40k in the ground and people start scurrying to grab some of the cash. Well, obviously Pooh wasn't going to have any of it, so he started firing off shots at the club while being escorted out and hit a security guard, injuring him. But the real kicker about this is the fact that days later after the situation, Shiesty and his posse were seen on Instagram with a stack of hundreds and the weapon that was also involved in the shooting at the nightclub and then in the following robbery. So the money and the weapons ended up being traced back to him due to his nightclub incident, and with him already being investigated on conspiracies of a drug trafficking ring dating back to 2019, these following allegations and issues have now put fire on what already seems like complete anarchy for the rising star. So I guess if I was to put any thought into the situation, it would simply be that you can't exactly be a rapper and a gangster. For some people, there comes that path within their career that splits into which they would have to choose whether they want to build their music career or still be out there in the streets. I mean, he was starting to really get a rise within his career with him coming out of South Memphis, which is noted as one of the most dangerous areas in Tennessee, and he still proceeded to get ahead of the pack and create a solid fan base alongside support from other major music artists. So I guess what I just don't understand is the ability to bring 40k to a club, ride around in a McLaren in Miami, and still feel the desire to rob a dude for some sneakers and a little bit of jewelry, just for it to all lead to him facing 20 to life in prison. Like, it just doesn't add up at all. Like, can somebody solve this for me? I got a 50 in math. But if you like more discussion videos like this and you think that Pooh Shiesty is going to beat this case, even though he more likely won't at this point, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel, follow my IG and Twitter, and if you like the illustrations used in this video, make sure to follow the artist as well because she's dope. And on that note, I'll see you on Friday for another album review. Peace.
Look what she did to my man shit though. She cut my man shit up. Then she cut my man booked up. Not the yadas. Not the yadas.